In a world increasingly obsessed with health trends and dietary extremes, one of the most ancient foods, bread, has found itself caught in a storm of misinformation and misunderstanding. For centuries, bread has been a cornerstone of human civilization, a daily staple that transcends borders, cultures, and cuisines. Yet today, it is often vilified as a culprit behind weight gain, digestive discomfort, and poor nutrition. But what if the problem isn't bread itself, but the kind of bread we've come to rely on in modern times? Recent insights from nutritional science suggest that not all bread is created equal. In fact, when chosen wisely, bread can be a powerful ally for gut health, offering a rich source of fiber, nutrients, and even beneficial microbes that support digestion and overall well-being. The key lies in understanding the difference between mass-produced loaves filled with additives and real, whole-grain breads made through traditional methods like sourdough fermentation. At the heart of this discussion is a growing awareness of how food processing affects our bodies. Modern bread, especially the kind found lining supermarket shelves, often bears little resemblance to the bread our ancestors ate. It is typically made from refined flours stripped of their natural nutrients, mixed with preservatives, emulsifiers, and added sugars to enhance texture and shelf life. These ingredients may make bread softer, lighter, and longer lasting, but they also strip it of its nutritional value and disrupt the delicate balance of the gut microbiome. The gut microbiome, the vast ecosystem of microorganisms living in our digestive tract, plays a crucial role in immune function, metabolism, mental health, and even mood regulation. A diet rich in diverse plant-based fibers, fermented foods, and minimally processed grains supports a thriving microbiome. Bread, particularly when made with whole grains and naturally fermented using sourdough techniques, can contribute to this diversity. Sourdough, for instance, undergoes a slow fermentation process that breaks down gluten and enhances the availability of nutrients, making it easier to digest and more beneficial for gut health. This revelation challenges long-held beliefs about bread being inherently unhealthy or unsuitable for people with sensitivities. Many individuals who believe they are intolerant to wheat may actually be reacting to the industrial production methods used in modern bread making. Traditional sourdough bread, with its lower glycemic index and improved digestibility, offers a viable alternative that doesn't sacrifice flavor or satisfaction. What's more, bread made with rye flour has emerged as a particularly promising option. Rye contains unique types of fiber that promote satiety, regulate blood sugar levels, and feed beneficial gut bacteria. When combined with seeds such as sunflower, pumpkin, flax, and sesame, rye bread becomes a powerhouse of nutrition, rich in protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. This type of bread not only keeps you full for longer but also encourages a more varied intake of plant-based compounds that support microbial diversity in the gut. Yet despite these benefits, many consumers remain unaware of how to choose quality bread. Marketing tactics often obscure the truth behind packaging claims like whole grain, multigrain, or sourdough. These terms can be misleading, as they don't always reflect the actual composition of the loaf inside. For example, some bread labeled as sourdough may contain only a small amount of fermented flour or none at all, relying instead on vinegar or other shortcuts to mimic the tangy flavor. Similarly, whole grain breads may still be heavily processed and loaded with sugar to mask the bitterness of unrefined grains. To truly reap the benefits of bread, consumers must become more discerning. Reading ingredient labels is essential. Ideally, the list should be short and recognizable, flour, water, salt, and a starter culture for sourdough. The presence of unnecessary additives like vegetable oils, artificial preservatives, and sweeteners signals a less nutritious product. Fiber content is another important factor. Higher fiber breads tend to be more filling and better for digestive health. Beyond ingredient quality, portion control and frequency of consumption matter too. While whole-grain sourdough bread can be a healthy part of a balanced diet, overconsumption, even of good quality bread, can lead to excess calorie intake and potential imbalances in nutrient absorption. Moderation remains key, especially for those managing conditions like diabetes or insulin resistance. Interestingly, the resurgence of artisanal baking and home bread making reflects a broader cultural shift toward mindful eating and reconnecting with food traditions. More people are experimenting with homemade sourdough starters, learning the art of fermentation, and discovering the joy of freshly baked bread made with care and intention. This movement not only fosters a deeper appreciation for food but also empowers individuals to take control of what they eat. Moreover, the way we pair bread with other foods significantly impacts its nutritional profile. Classic sandwich fillings like processed meats, mayonnaise-heavy spreads, and sugary jams do little to enhance health. Instead, opting for nutrient-dense toppings such as hummus, avocado, fermented vegetables like sauerkraut or kimchi, and fresh herbs can transform a simple slice into a gut-friendly superfood. Fermented toppings, in particular, introduce live microbes that support digestive health and strengthen the immune system. Restaurants and bakeries have also begun embracing this trend, offering healthier bread options on their menus. Some cafes now serve seeded sourdoughs alongside olive oil and balsamic vinegar for dipping, while others highlight regional varieties like German rye or Nordic crisp breads. These choices reflect a growing recognition of the importance of quality ingredients and traditional preparation methods in promoting wellness. However, the challenge remains widespread access to affordable, high-quality bread. In many communities, ultra-processed loaves dominate grocery store aisles due to their low cost and convenience. Addressing this disparity requires systemic change, including education around nutrition, support for local bakeries and sustainable farming practices, and policies that prioritize public health over corporate profit. As the conversation around food and health continues to evolve, so too does our understanding of bread's place in a modern diet. No longer should it be dismissed as an empty carb or dietary villain. Instead, it deserves to be celebrated as a versatile, nourishing food that, when chosen thoughtfully, can support longevity, vitality, and a thriving gut microbiome. Ultimately, the future of bread lies in returning to its roots, literally and figuratively. By embracing whole grains, natural fermentation, and minimal processing, we can rediscover the true value of this ancient food. Whether enjoyed as a hearty rye loaf spread with cottage cheese and pickled vegetables or dipped in olive oil alongside a colorful salad, bread has the power to bring people together, nourish the body, and enrich the soul. In a time when so much of our food is engineered for convenience rather than health, choosing real bread is an act of rebellion against the forces of industrialization and overprocessing. It's a step toward reclaiming our food heritage and building a healthier, more sustainable future, one slice at a time. If you're watching this to the end, you've probably realized that bread isn't the enemy. It's how we choose to eat it that makes all the difference. So much of what we've been told about bread is misleading, and the real issue lies in the ultra-processed versions we've come to accept as normal. The truth is, real bread, made with whole grains, naturally fermented, and packed with fiber, can actually be good for you. It feeds your gut, keeps you full, and brings joy to your meals. But like so many foods, it's been hijacked by industrial production, marketing tricks, and convenience culture. So next time you reach for a loaf, take a second to read the label, think about what's really in it, and whether it's something your body will thank you for. Because when you make better choices, even something as simple as bread can become a powerful part of a healthy lifestyle. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who still thinks all bread is bad. Thanks for watching.